All right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean,
four
it's like
sides.
the world is in chaos right now, and I blame. I mean, it's politics has to be in the middle. You
Mhm.
have to have compromise and as we know, when I was in the fire department, there was a swing to the left,
Yeah.
which was sometimes too far for people like me, where it's like, I agree with your rights. I agree with who you are. I agree with everything, but I don't agree with everything,
Yeah.
like, and I don't want it slammed in my face. But if you want to get out there and say, hey, I'm free loving and I'm naked and I'm doing whatever I want to do, I'm okay with that. But I have to understand why you stand up for who you are and what you're doing. And you shouldn't be able to take rights away from me because you want your rights. Everyone should have the same amount of rights
Yeah.
and everybody should have the same policy. Now, in the fire department, it was different. In life, it's different. You have to understand where people come from and go, okay, I sympathize with you. Now, you conspiracy theory QAnon people, no. I I think you are completely insane. I think you got some legitimate things out there that are like,
QAnon.
I'm like, some of your theories are like, I mean, like if you really think about it, you're like, but I don't want to think that way. So I'm like,
I want to stay
I
normal.
yes, I'm not going down a rabbit hole,
Yeah.
the world is flat or, we never went to the moon or any
Yeah.
of this bullshit. I
Well, it's
want I want normal views, but you also have to I'm not going to hate you because you are who you are.
well, that's a
I'm going to
tricky thing.
disagree,
Yeah,
but you got to
that's
disagree. You got to you have to just like living in Georgia.
yep.
Like we are financially conservative
Mhm.
in our views of everything,
Yep.
but we are socially progressive.
Yeah.
I believe everyone should have the rights. Everyone should get married. Everyone should do whatever the fuck they want. I don't care,
Yeah.
you know.
Hundred
And
percent.
and you can go down that rabbit hole and be like, hey, and mine is you want to do this, you go right ahead and do this, you do that, whatever. As long as you're not taking something away from me to give to you, but I'll sacrifice me for you to get what you want
Yeah.
if you don't have it.
Yeah. I mean that. It's just. I think it's just so weird. Like especially during 2020, right? You have like the social media epidemic where people care more about what you do or say on social media than you do on in real life. Like for example, I really only have Twitter now, right? X. And all my like I had a coworker and he's like, "Oh, dude, you're gonna follow me back on Instagram." It's like a huge thing, it's like, I mean, fuck, you can say whatever you want and people take it so serious. It's just like, I don't
But
know.
that's
It's
the world
so
that's the world that's
interesting.
been created right now. It's the creation of hate and fear.
100%.
I hate you and I fear you, so I'm going to again take away your rights. I mean, they're right now trying, not they, the administration in their wildness is trying to take away birthright citizenship.
Mhm.
And their argument is that people travel around the world as tourist things, have babies there, and then they're citizens of the United States and all this. Okay. So if this is true and you believe this 100%, then why are you deporting all their parents and leaving these children here?
Mhm.
Like you're out there, there is an immigration problem of, I don't agree with sanctuary cities where, and let me finish that before I get somebody fucking going on it. If you get arrested, like let's say I'm in Mexico,
Mhm.
right? I'm shit faced, no insurance. driving my car, going wherever, and I get pulled over or I crash,
You'll be fine.
I go to jail, I'm gone. I'm in Tijuana jail. I've got a new friend, Baba, the whole thing, and you ain't coming out. There's no way you're coming out. Here,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you're totally fine. Go ahead. If you're going to be here, you play by the rules.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And I also, and this is going to be a hard one for everybody to understand. And it really comes down to it. And it bothers the shit out of me. And it's going to come out and it's going to make people go, oh, I don't believe in going like California prints out or San Francisco prints out
Yeah.
50 languages in the voting ballots.
Yeah.
When our my great grandparents, your great grandparents came, somebody in that family had to learn English to read and do this. Now,
100%. Yeah.
so you're wasting all this money to not assimilate people. The idea was you come here, you bring your culture and the beautifulness of what you came from, but it's oppressed or you couldn't make money or whatever reason was going on.
Yeah.
You came here and you assimilated. You don't come here in America to not be a part of the American part. You just
you
don't.
want to become American. You don't want to become, whatever nationality
Someone who
you
lives
were,
here.
and then you're that nationality. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I get where they're coming from, right? Like the argument is that America was founded on white Christian principles, right? And
Yes.
and the farther that goes away, I mean, you see the decline. I mean, I don't know, it's so muddy, I think it's
But you can solve all of these problems right here. And I'm gonna say it, and they're gonna shoot me in the street like a dog.
Yeah, but not really. I mean, to be fair,
you know
we'll
what it
just be
is? You know what
talking
it
about
is?
This is
Well, okay. So our 9 viewers that are watching this are gonna be like, oh, and now we're gonna only have 7. Separate church and state completely. They can't make donations. They can't fund candidates. You stop with the prayer breakfasts and you can do moment of silence or a large group of people getting together to say prayer on something, but you take the churches out of government and you will stop seeing a lot of what is going on. Like the mega churches are fully embedded in they're fully embedded.
Yes,
The Christian
yes.
the
I've
Christian
never
right
heard that. Yeah.
the Christian right is running politics right now. Because it's like it's the abortion thing. It's like, is that really a personal issue or is that a religious issue? Are you persecuting me because I don't believe in your religion? Yes. So you go with the whole thing about the Jewish thing where everybody's like, oh, the Jews are this and, the Muslims are that. I mean, we've been fighting over the same piece of land in the Middle East since the Crusades when the Christians packed up and went there, and we're doing it again. And they're saying it over and over again. The Christian right is, we're going to save the world from this. Now, if you are a true believer in world and history and all these things, the Quran is not violent. It's not a violent book. The Bible is not a violent book. It has violence in it. But you read from the Bible and you take what I want out of it and I'm going to use it against you. You take the Quran, the same exact thing. I'm going to use that against you. Why not accept the whole thing? And both books, Buddhist and everybody's faith, except for Mormons, is all about peace, love, and getting along and doing this whole thing. And you have to go back to that principle of everyone is allowed here. Not everyone, you know what I mean? But you are here. You are here and we love you and we're going to make this a great country again. Why are we at war right now? You know why we're at war right now? It's got nothing to do with oil. It's got nothing to do with
Don't
nuclear
say it.
weapons.
Don't say it. Don't
They
say it.
took a shot. They paid money to take a shot at the president of the United States, and he's mad. That's what it is. It's going to come out
Yeah, that's
eventually.
true.
They
That's
tried
true.
to assassinate him, and he's pissed.
Yeah,
So he's
fair enough.
pushing this whole thing, and they're selling us this whole bullshit of, and I'll defend, you're putting soldiers into a war that is going to turn into not this administration, but 5 administrations down there because you are attacking them on their home ground.
Hmm.
They're not just going to give up. You
Well,
could have done it the old way where it's like, hey, they were protesting. They're those people in the street, the young people are trying to change the way the administration is of how the ISIS and the crackdown of the Muslim regime and all these things. They were working at it. And now we bombed them. Now they're pissed at us because we're not bombing. We're bombing schools and bridges now we're talking about putting troops on the ground. And it's like, where the fuck are you going with this?
I mean,
Like,
ultimately, I think too. I mean, it's a show of force, right? I mean, essentially, right? You have the Russian-Ukraine thing, right? Putin really is kind of he's a gangster, right? And he's
yeah.
not really too afraid of America, and I think Trump knows that, and this is the best way to kind of show off, if you will. I mean, that's
But you're not, you are, if you were doing that, you would have a better vision of what's going on. He's saying one thing, the Secretary of Defense is saying this, his people are saying something else. You come out with a clear, like after 9/11,
yeah,
Bush came out and he stood, on the rebel with the flag in the back and the chief of the department, everybody's there. Well, not the chief, but the ones
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
survived. There was a mission and there was a reality of everyone was combined together to finish what happened. I mean, it's the worst thing in the world that happened. This
Yeah.
there's no backing of this war because it's not explained to anyone what happened. It's like, oh, well, they shut down the Strait of Hormuz. Well, no, they did it after we bombed the shit out of them.
Yeah.
They closed it down. And now the markets are going up and the money's going down and everybody's struggling and you got lines at the airport and all this stuff. And they're like, oh, everything's gonna be fine. You cannot sell the American people on bullshit like this. And they're constantly trying to spin it and go, oh, the problem is he's got surrounded by him people that are like, yes, yes, you're right. We can do this and we can be out of there in 3 days. You know,
Well, that's
bullshit.
what they say. I mean, that's what what was what was before Obama? Who was that?
It was Bush.
Yeah, I think Bush came up and said, what war was that? Iraq or Afghanistan?
Well, it was.
Because I mean, he
We
came
went
out and
into
said,
Iraq. We went into Iraq with his father, and then we went in with his
yeah,
son.
he said like a week later that oh, it's a complete victory, and then troops were there for 9 or whatever years. But I don't know. I think what interests me the most
20
20
plus years.
plus. What interests me the most is that they care so much, especially in the digital age. I mean, every single person in Washington D.C. is so incompetent. Just internet wise. I don't mean about their job, literally in the internet, pure incompetency. Like, I remember when they were giving Mark Zuckerberg, like, the trial. Did you ever see that trial for Mark Zuckerberg?
Which one? The last one?
No, not the last one. It was a couple years ago about like does Facebook I don't know. It literally these people are actually incompetent with like it was all the TikTok stuff. Anyways, it's just like we only get to vote every 4 years and you literally just get to vote for one person. Like I think it's so silly that there's like this pretend facade game where you almost have involvement. Now I know that like Second Amendment, you can, rebel and do all that stuff. But like,
Second Amendment's guns. You need to start reading your history and
Dad,
actually.
Second Amendment is the right to bear arms in case of a higher tyranny overthrows the government. Come on, shout out to Steve Hatton for teaching me that one. Anyways, so it's like I get that there could be a chance to like, have a revolution, but it's like this trick of it almost feels like like a psyop, like that you have no involvement in politics except for your mind. Like when was the last time? Like you can only talk about it. There's no input. There's no, hey, I think we
Yeah.
should do that. I think we
Okay.
should do this. I know you
But hold
can,
on a
but
second. You have to go back to the grassroots of all
yeah,
of it. And you have to go, I can call my representative and complain to my representative with all my neighbors, who then goes to Congress, that goes to say,
but do they
then
really
goes to the
give a
president. But
shit?
you really, well,
Do they really care? When was the last time
some
you did
of them
that?
do. Some
Have
of
you
them
ever
do.
done that?
No.
Exactly, my point. So
Trying to
it's
get
like
a passport once.
I know they don't
no,
care. Like if that hits my desk, I'm like, these, fuck them. I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
give a shit. I mean,
yeah.
so it's like
Don't be disillusioned. It's the American way.
I'm not
You could be in a country
disillusioned.
that
Yeah.
you got.
I'm
can't be
grateful for
disillusioned.
America. America is the greatest country ever. It is so amazing. Everywhere else on earth is nowhere like it. I love it. And I truly genuinely mean that. I mean, I'm blessed to have opportunity here. The capitalism, it is literally the greatest place on earth, no doubt. I mean, the poorest person in America lives so much better than, I mean,
Oh yeah.
you
Well-
know, that whole thing. So it's like, I don't know, but it's just so interesting. I mean, I really wonder what the scheme is, you know? Oh, the
capitalist.
bullet! Ah! No, just kidding.
You'll never figure it out. Nobody
I know.
understands it.
I know.
So
And I won't become a politician, God forbid.
no shit.
But back to
Thank God.
your churches
Go-
involving
No, it's-
government.
you go back to it, and you go and you say this.
I'm getting more coffee. Hold on. You can keep
All
going.
right. You
I'm still listening here.
religion has no rights per the original makeup of the revolution, and when we left England and we became what we were. Religion has no right, because whose religion are you gonna get? That's the problem. It's like we're focused on Christianity, but Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, all of them, it was part of what they didn't want was one religion, which
Yeah.
was originally the religion of the King of England, who said you had to be this kind of religion.
Yeah.
So why are we so focused on one religion? Why are we so focused on Christianity?
Yeah.
And we have doubled down on it in the last. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the religion. I'm just saying, why is it in my politics? Why is it?
Yeah.
Why is it driving the policy right now? The policy right now is being driven by the churches, and it's like, okay, well, if that's the case, then tax the fucking churches.
Yeah, that is
Hey.
crazy that you can
Why
make a few-
not tax the churches? I mean, like, realistically, if you tax the
Dad,
churches,
you just lost your shot at becoming the next president. Come on.
yeah, it's never gonna happen. I'm not born in the United States. I'm just kidding. No, you tax the churches. You tax the churches. You tax the churches. Like, you set up like it's not by, a congregation or whatever. You just go like this. How many members you have, which they don't keep track of,
Yeah.
supposedly. So you can't do that. So you go, okay, where's your revenue come from? All this stuff. You tax the goddamn churches because they're collecting money from people that don't have money to go up to heaven or to be a part of it. Now, I get the fact that churches, have to pay overhead because they're feeding the homeless.
Of
They're
course, to a
they're
point
doing
where
all
it
this.
goes,
I totally, and I'm not going, but
you have a runway in your backyard for
well,
your
yeah.
two
I
private
mean,
jets. I mean,
you got a guy that bought the goddamn Superdome. Is it Superdome? One of the Houston or whatever.
oh yeah,
He
yeah,
bought a
yeah.
stadium. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, where do you live? Oh, I live in this, $10 million house. And it's like, well, how's that possible? You tax them
I,
and then
yeah, I mean,
you tax the Catholic Church, you tax everybody, and you
yeah,
just go,
I think it should be treated
there's
as a business. You're providing a service to the people. You should be taxed just the way any other business is. You know, how they get around that, only God knows that one.
that's the question.
Yeah, I mean, but then
All
you
right.
get into a dangerous thing, right? Like, not, like, I don't know. I mean, if I were to sell, I just wonder, did you ever look through the Doge stuff? I know you really don't like all that Elon stuff, but like Doge.com when it was out?
No, I refuse. I think the guy's insane.
Yeah, I know, because retarded. No offense, Dad. It's okay. He's a smart man,
He's
all right? He's smart.
no,
I promise
okay.
you, he's a smart
So you
man.
get started on this. You get started on this, and we've already had this argument.
It's good to have these arguments. Dan.
Working in the fire department,
Mhm.
I understand how city work.
Yeah, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
is it efficient? Now,
Yeah.
can it be more efficient? Yes.
Mhm.
The idea to indiscriminately fire people because they have to justify you what their job is.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they cut back fat, but it's also they went in and collected so much information
Mhm.
for him, like that he got.
Yeah.
It didn't go back to the government. It went to him. And you're like, well, where'd that all go?
Yeah.
I don't know. Information is key.
Sorry,
So
I
he
didn't
went
mean
in.
to call
He
you
went in.
retarded. I'll call you I'll
Whatever.
call
I
you
just say cyber.
classical.
Do you want me to pull up
Classical
the video of the
thinker.
Cybertruck and
No.
what it looks like?
No, it looks sweet. I want that. Come on now.
No.
It can stop a 9mm.
It's
Can
terrible.
your truck do that?
It looks like a hand
No, I mean,
drum.
I think you have a very like the people who have a disconnect from Elon Musk, or at least a let's just say taboo towards him, have never really run their own operation or business from the like, and I don't
The
mean that in a
government is not a
pretentious way.
business.
I know,
I
but
don't. I don't.
I'm saying when you see it from the perspective, right? You have a consumer perspective and a business perspective, right? And for me, that perspective is if you look at Elon Musk, how he runs all of his companies, there's no middle management. It's all direct to him, right? So people go, "Oh, he's stealing all this information from the government, all that stuff." Sure, whatever. You know, but he's collecting
Well,
all
he
this
did.
information and refining and going like, "Okay, right?" And sure, I could be totally naive. He could have stole it and made $1 trillion, whatever. I really don't think so. I mean, if you look
No,
at
he stole it. He didn't steal. He took information from the federal government that the federal government has been collecting,
yes,
and he's using it for his business, not to cut back government.
but the thing is,
not to
he's
do
not in a shady.
nah.
My thing is, right?
No,
If Elon Musk,
you know what?
like,
Hold
let's say
on. It's the
this.
same thing.
What advantage do you think he acquired from being inside the government? Do you think he knows he literally got a sheet that says, what's gonna happen in the next 10 years? Like, what specific piece of information do you think he collected that gave him a
He's
surmountable amount of edge to the rest of the competition?
everyone's mortgage information on what
Uh-huh.
they have.
Yeah, but
I
that's
mean, you
public.
look at you, but no, it's not.
Yeah, look at
Not that
2008.
information.
Yeah, like you can look at the mortgage rates and all that stuff. I
You
mean,
can look at
it's
mortgage rate, but you don't know what we have as a mortgage on this house and what rate we're paying. You don't have that information. Social security numbers, all this
that's true.
information.
That's
Like
true. But
he's got
But
information.
how do you
But
think he
hold
used
on,
it as a benefit to promote
I don't know.
his?
Hey, I look at Bezos when
Yeah.
he started looking at like
That's a
okay
different
when he
thing.
started. No, they're business people. When he
Sort
started,
of.
he realized they're both business people. He started with an idea of Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Then he started to go. The U.S. Postal Service was his main how do we get it there? How do we get there?
Mhm.
They kept upping their price on what he was doing. And he goes, I'll go to UPS because they're faster, they have more equipment, and they're not as, UPS or US, the postal service is
Yeah.
slower.
Super
So
slow.
it's
Yeah.
their process.
I
And
mean,
they're,
look at the DMV.
they're,
It's terrible.
yeah. So then he went to UPS, and UPS started to charge him more for faster service because they were using them as a main carrier. So
Yeah.
he said, I can build my own distribution center. And he did. And he bought up all these distribution. Then
Yeah.
he goes, how do I get packages back that are returned or broken? And he goes, Whole Foods is struggling. I'm going to buy Whole Foods.
Mhm.
And he bought Whole Foods. And now it's like Whole Foods used to be kind of this. I love going to Whole Foods. Now it's like, it's just another supermarket that has
Yeah.
an Amazon drop off.
Yeah.
There's none of what he did
Yeah.
for Whole Foods was the locations for him to do it. I don't know what Elon Musk is going to do eventually,
Yeah.
but I can tell you right now, he's doing something with it to benefit his business.
Of
And
course.
it's,
Yeah.
all it
I
is
mean,
just information.
that's
And
yeah.
I
Look
don't know
at
what it is.
So, like, if you look at it like this, right? Like, Elon Musk's end goal, and he explains this very openly, right? He is pro-humanity, right? And I mean, you've acknowledged this before, right? Grok is the only one that you can't kill yourself with for the AIs. You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you're building rocket ships to get off the planet, to go to Mars, to further colonize the galaxy. You're building electric cars, which better the planet. I mean, some people can argue that with the batteries, right? In a whole, it's never going to be perfect, but I think I'm much more for Elon Musk taking whatever people's information, from the government than some asshole on Wall Street who's going to rape society like they did in 2008, right? Where they can see everyone's everything and make a
Well, they
huge
did-
amount of profit. Like, for example, when you make a trade,
Don't put it. Don't no, because you can't.
No, you can 100% do that.
You're looking at 2008. You're looking at a whole nother, and the stock market's doing it right now.
yeah.
They push the boundaries to make money to do all these things. They do all of it.
But my
he
point
is a
is-
personal. He is a personal that none of what in 2008 did they go into the federal government and go, oh, look at all this information.
No,
I don't know
know
what
that.
it is, but I'm taking the information.
But at least
he went
his-
in and took the information.
At least he's doing something productive for humanity. You
No,
look
he's
at
not.
you
He's
look
doing
at
it for personal.
okay, personal gain
everything
is
is a personal-
productive. Yeah, of course. Productive gain is personal gain, right? I mean, ultimately, right? So, like, would I rather have the guy who's going to win and do better for humanity, or the guy who's going to win and screw society more and shove it into his pockets? Like, I mean, you have to admit the Teslas are amazing cars. You have to admit the Tesla Optimus robots are going to revolutionize the world.
Yeah, but you're looking at lithium batteries that
100%.
when they go bad,
it's never going to
where
be
do they go?
perfect. It's
No,
never
but
going to be
it's not-
perfect.
you're getting away from the oil industry, but then you go, okay, he's making electric cars. Okay, well, I'm in Georgia where it's not super common for electric cars.
Can't have electric.
And it's
can't
not
have gas
going
cars
to
in
be-
space.
Well,
That's why.
oh, okay. Well, he can fly his fucking Cybertruck into flight.
Yeah.
He draws a little rocket with himself in it. You have an administration that just took away all of it.
Mm-hmm.
The electric car and all that stuff. And it's like, why? What was so wrong with it? Okay, well, what's wrong with it is the oil companies are embedded with the administration.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and
when
that's
the oil
hence the
goes down,
breaking
and
up
it's
of-
like,
yeah.
yeah. And then you go into California and you go, okay, well, you've got a $2 a gallon tax that goes to roads and all these other things. People aren't using as much gas, so now you're taxing them on other ways. And it's like you hooked your future up to something that isn't going to be there forever. And that's where I look at it and go, you're mining to make lithium ion batteries. You're mining minerals out of the ground to make these things. When's that going to run out? You know, the
Uh,
reason why we're going to space, why we're going to the moon,
li-
is they think that stuff's there.
oh yeah,
Because that's where it
100%.
came from originally. So they're going with,
I mean,
oh, hey, we can.
to be fair,
It's personal gain, personal gain.
lithium is essentially very common in Earth.
No,
I
there's
mean,
something else in there. I don't know what
yeah,
it is.
I
know
know what you're
some
talking
fucking.
about. Yeah, it's something that's in the battery packs, but it's pretty common. I mean, it's common enough. I mean, if you look at like oil is very common in the Earth's crust, right? Like you say that's a scarce thing. It's not scarce at all.
We're using it like it is. It's
It
not.
that's like the the propaganda that comes out of, I mean it's true. Like,
Don't go down that road.
hey, come
Knock
on,
it
come
off.
on. Hey, this is what we're
No,
here for,
no,
Dad. Huh?
no, we're not.
I thought I was
We're not
allowed to
here.
have my opinion, Dad. Huh? You're the one that
No,
raised me.
no,
If you don't like it, you better stand up for why you hate it.
no. You cannot go in conspiracy theory. All right,
No, it's
let's move on because I'm not going to talk about it because I don't think. I think right now
mhm,
in this situation that we are living right now
yeah.
in this time
Hmm.
is a backlash from what the Democratic Party tried to do because they thought they were going to be in power forever, and they're stupid. You have to remember that everything that they put into policy
Hmm.
was anti somebody who lived in rural America that doesn't understand what they're trying to do, and it never got explained.
Dad, you live in
The
rural
they
America.
them, well, they them he,
Yeah.
or he she whatever. Okay, I get it. You want to be, but you force me to do that. You
What?
force me to use those things,
Pronouns?
the he pronouns
Oh, we're
for
going here.
everyone.
Okay, okay.
Well, no, you're going with the same idea of
Yeah.
stop forcing me to do things. Now, I'll accept you on whoever you are.
Hmm.
If you want to be non-binary, you want to be a they or a him or a shim, or if you want to be a fucking alien, I don't care. I'll accept you as a person. You treat me well, I'll treat you well. That is how it goes.
Absolutely.
Don't force me to go, I have to do that now.
Hmm.
I will say, if you want to be a they, them, him, or however it is a pronoun, you want to use this, I'm fully, that's on you.
Yeah.
You go right ahead. But I was forced to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? Why was I? Oh, it's more understanding. Okay, well, here's more understanding too. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Stop trying to force me to do, stop taking things away from me to give to you. I will give you whatever you want if you ask for it. Don't
Yeah.
take things away.
Interesting, Pops. I mean, we've only talked a few times about politics because it's very funny. Like, you're very like conservative for some things and then very liberal for some things. It's very interesting. I mean, I'm no shame to it. I mean,
Well, I mean,
but
it's
I get
the understanding.
yeah.
You got to understand something. I'm a firm believer
Yeah.
in the rights and the Constitution and everything. And if you want to own 35,000 guns, that's fine.
Hmm.
I don't fucking care. But I'll tell you this: you go shoot up a school, and it's like there's no mental. The big thing is mental health. There's no mental health issues or understandings out there. You got kids that are getting bullied that are going to. You just had a
Yeah.
shooting in Texas.
Yeah.
So taking away everybody's gun isn't going to do it. It's never going to do it, and they're just ignoring it. So,
I mean,
but
yeah,
here's
that
what
shit
is
makes me
going.
sad though.
But you know what is going to work?
Hmm.
You know what is going to fucking work? Is you fucking stop with the bullshit of, hey, that kid's got problems. We need to help that kid. Or this kid's getting bullied. He's got to be able to go somewhere. Or this kid is nuts. Or this kid's angry. Why? let's get help. Let's get in there. Let's take all that money and let's throw it into there.
I
Because
mean, yeah.
you have to. You cannot keep going on killing kids. I see it here in Georgia. It's like, 5-year-old shot in the chest with a gun by his brother. And it's like, both parents go to jail. I don't give a shit. I hate to say it, but that is you don't lock up your gun. It's you. You give your kid a gun. They have the Appalachian State
Well,
shooting up there in
that's
Georgia.
it's the same
But
argument
that
if like
kid,
you make a phone call to kill somebody, the phone company doesn't, get in trouble. You,
but the
the person
guns,
who made
but
the
the
phone
guns,
call, it's like
but you're hitting on sensitive that it's like this Iran war and what's going on. It is human life is worth more than the way it's being treated. And you see it every single day.
I mean,
And but
yes,
everyone's
I
life,
agree.
everyone's life is precious.
I 100%
So
agree.
accept
100% agree.
accept that. But when you stop understanding that process, that guy could have had kids and, or that woman could have had kids, or that kid could have grown up and saved everybody, all these things, and you stop looking at that premise, then you got a problem.
I mean,
And we're already going down that road. We're going down that road.
it's an interesting thing, and I definitely agree with that. I mean, like you see the birth rates declining and all this stuff. Like society is slowly coming to a halt. But I think for all those things, it goes back to the old kind of nurture versus nature, right? How much is nature and how much is nurture, right? Someone born evil or someone raised to be evil is their environment. I mean, and people
It's like
look
a
at
pit bull.
yeah,
It's
people
like a pit bull.
yeah, people are afraid of
You
pit
had
bulls.
pit bulls around you
Yeah, and
all
they
around your
could be
life, and they're the
sweet.
most loving
Absolutely.
dogs in the world.
So you
It's
look
how
at
they're raised.
yeah, so you look at I mean, and it's very taboo, right? People are always afraid to say this and say that, and of course I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get you in trouble, pops. But it's like, I, I mean, if you're doing bad things consistently, that's not good. I mean, that's truly not good. I mean, you look at the kids, right? Um, Mental health, do I believe in it? Sure, but I mean, do I think therapy works? I mean, I look at it with my sister, right? She was much better off not talking about her problems 2 days a week. I mean, when she stopped going to therapy, her life goes kudum
Hold on,
up,
hold on.
you
There
know?
was a lot more
Of
going on with
course, I
that
know.
then.
But
Hold on a second. You can't judge all of it, but
I'm
you
not
have to
judging
judge.
all of it. I'm saying
No,
in
no,
my
no.
own
What
personal
I'm saying.
experience,
Yes.
it's like, do I know that there's better alternatives than the traditional route right now is hop on SRSRIs or whatever the hell they're called, the antidepressants, go to therapy, which I'm not saying is bad. People do need that. I think it works. I think it makes you think optimistically. I think it's a wonderful tool, but it's not a wonderful tool forever. Eventually, you do have to clip the umbilical cord from that, and where does that come about, and what circumstances, and should you be a kid doing that? Like, I don't know, I mean, I really don't know. Like I
Well,
said,
I
it's a
could tell you right
nurture
now,
nature type of.
somebody somewhere needs to do something.
I mean, yeah, but that's the
I
thing.
mean,
I mean, how do
gun
you
violence
take
has gone up.
how do you take action towards something that is so significant, so many people care about, but you really have no say. You might have people always say, "Oh, you have a voice." No, you don't have a voice. I mean, look at the most
But
powerful platforms in the world.
somebody
They
somebody out there has an idea and a way of doing it, and it
yeah,
just doesn't fit somebody's idea.
yeah,
So
that's
they're
true.
working their way through it.
Yeah, and you
And
have
it's
to play
like
the game though, and that gets
but
corrupt. I mean,
then you go like this and you go, okay, here's a fucking mind bender for you. You ready for this?
yep, I'm ready.
You ready for this? You
I'm
live
ready.
in
Yeah,
you live in Napa, right?
bubble central.
Okay. You went to Napa High.
Yep.
How many kids are under the poverty level there that go to that school. Kids that didn't have
70% plus, 75%,
it's
I'd
over
say.
60. It was over
Yeah.
60%.
Yeah, 100%.
That
I
didn't
mean, yeah, I
have
see it.
didn't have food,
Yeah,
clothes, books.
100%.
They didn't have money for books. All these things. You're in Napa.
Yeah.
You're in one of the wealthiest. Like, holy shit!
Yeah.
How are you have 60% of the kids that rely on school meals
I
to get that? Well,
no,
and
no,
then and then you
100%.
go like this.
100%.
If they don't get into college,
Yeah.
what happens now?
Yeah.
You know, or then they go to JC and they're still struggling.
Yeah.
And where is your fix for that?
Now,
And
how much
it
is
blew me
that?
away when
Yeah.
our friends told us they kept food in their classroom for kids that didn't have
Yeah,
food.
100%. Yeah,
That
100%.
that blows me away.
Yeah.
We eat all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fat. I'm okay with
Yeah,
it.
no,
Like,
100%. Yeah. I mean, absolutely so grateful. I mean,
so
beyond grateful.
the system is broken from here all the way down to the
See,
littlest person.
but I will say, now, this is where it gets very dangerous because, I mean, obviously, I'm incredibly ignorant and all these things. Let me just put that out
You're
first.
not ignorant. You're not learning. You're
No,
not experienced enough to make large
in my
decisions.
in my personal experience, right? No one teaches you how to make money. No school teaches you how to make money. No one's like, "Hey, Jack, here is how you make money." You figure it out. Now, is it ignorant for me to say, okay, why cannot everyone? No one is born equal. Some people have a lower IQ, some people have a higher IQ. Same thing for EQ. You know, everyone's
But they
life is
just
so
put in the
significant.
schools. They just put in the
Yeah.
schools that you have to take a financial wellness class
So,
in college.
but
It's
am
part
I?
of your credits.
But no offense to any teachers out there. I'm never ever gonna listen to a business teacher about business. It doesn't make sense. You know,
Then don't take business classes.
my
But that's
point.
not what the financial wellness.
But the
Financial
financial,
wellness is to understanding. When I was growing up, you
Yeah.
took home ec,
and I'm
they taught
happy
you
about
how
that.
to
Yeah.
write checkbooks, and
Uh-huh.
you got a flower baby that you carried around for, made me not want to have kids for my entire life. Um, and they were taught. I was taught by the Christian Brothers, so it's like,
I mean,
Jesus
to
Christ,
be
like,
fair, in school we had, I think it was, I forget the class name. Anyways, it was Miss Denny. She was teaching it, and we did learn about financial systems, but it was just like taxes. It was no way to. Essentially, how you make money in this world is you provide a service in return for monetary gain, and that is completely skipped. And the reason why that's completely skipped is because you essentially have to figure it out. Now, that goes back to the same thing as nurture versus nature, right? Can you blame someone for being poor? And that is an incredibly dangerous thing to say because for me, I'm incredibly entitled to have the opportunity and the ability to make money in different ways and have all these things, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like I still am working out. Like I said, it's a very dangerous game to say that because everyone is so significantly different. Everyone's minds work. Everyone comes from different abilities. And I mean, you look at Francis Ngannou, right? Making
yeah,
$100 million for a fight. He came from the salt mines, right?
yeah, no, I
I
got you.
mean, you look at Floyd Mayweather, he couldn't read till he was 16, right? So I'm not saying that is it a effort, right? In this world, it's an exchange of energy. Is it a you're not putting in the effort, you don't know how to put in the effort?
It's a
You,
very Republican thing to say, is
I
they're
mean,
not putting the effort.
it's just
It's They should just go get jobs, and it is
it,
a way more
it's
complicated. Hold on, there's a way more
absolutely,
complicated solution and
yeah,
everything. Now, there's the benefits of uh, programs that are Snap and all these assistants that is help you
yeah,
when you can't help yourself, or you're trying and you just can't get ahead, like you
completely
have no
understand
skills
that.
or all this stuff. But it also is a hindrance because you you can't make more money,
Yeah,
because if you make
make more
more
money, you're
money
off of
you
it.
lose
Yeah,
more of this. So what do?
yeah,
And the government's like, oh, well, their answer is whenever it comes up, these lazy people should get off their couches
I
and go work.
mean, yeah,
Quote unquote.
I think
There
for
are people that are out there that are fucking struggling and doing all
I
these things.
100%
Now,
agree. 100% agree. And I'm not saying like, oh, well, like, I mean, the analogy is who works harder, the banker on Wall Street who's making $10 million a year, or the guy down at the corner market who owns his own liquor store and making $20,000-$30,000 a year. For sure, the
it's
guy
American dream.
at the corner store, right? So it's a teaching of it's not input essentially, it's output, right? You have how much of an output you're having, and that's not taught, right? And I mean, in
You're
America,
self-learning and teaching. You're
yeah,
self-learning.
in Am-
You
in Am-
have to,
in America, we started slipping very, very close to, I mean, no shame in the game, right? The DEI programs, opportunity of outcome, right? And that's an incredibly dangerous thing because you should have an opportunity for input, right? Everyone should have equal opportunity, not equal output. Does that make sense?
I'm not touching that line. No way.
No, fair
No.
enough, fair enough. I don't blame
Nope.
you.
Nope. I'm not touching that. All
I
right.
mean,
Stop. Wait,
yeah.
hold on. Stop the recording here and put this one on the shelf. Put this one away, and we'll put this one out later. And let's go on.
Come on,
Let's
it
go
was
on while everyone's-
fantastic. I loved
It is
it. I
great,
thought it
but
was
I want-
great. You don't want this
I
one
want you
out?
to not right now.
No, why not?
Because I want to say more, and I want this to
Why
get
not?
traction.
Say whatever you want, Dad. No one. I mean,
No.
I say whatever. Okay. How about if
because
I
I'm
could,
gonna wait. Hold on.
Uh.
I'm gonna go. I'm telling you right now. Stop it. Put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
Hold on to it, and let me do this one the way that I want to do this one,
Mhm.
and you'll see where I'm going with it.
What about
Okay.
if I put it on X?
You can put it. No, hold on to it because we can add this to this as its own segment, and we can finish it by talking about everything else. But I'm going to show you something that's in my head that I want to get out, and it touches on all these principles and everything,
Well, share it.
and gives you. No, I want you to stop this one and start